All right, guys, so here at this station, you're going to be learning about fractions when we're talking about part of a whole. And so the main thing that I want you to focus on during this is that it's key to look at the question really carefully and make sure that you know what you're looking for. Because we know with a fraction, we are talking about part of I can't write as fast as I can talk, part of a whole. And so basically, we need to pay attention to looking at what part we're actually looking at for that particular question, and then how many makes up the total in that whole. So let's take a look at this one. For example, it's asking us what fraction below is shaded, and it's so important to talk to the text here because now we know that what we're looking for is the number shaded out of the total. And of course we're looking for a fraction, so we know that our answer is going to be a fraction. Well, we know that there are 1, 2 that are shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. And so if I'm asked for what fraction is shaded, I know the answer would be 2/7 is shaded. With this one, where again our answer is going to be a fraction, but we're looking for what fraction is green. So we're looking for how many are green out of the total. So I can see here that I have 1, 2, 3 green out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. And so the fraction that's green would be right here, 3/8, because 3 out of 8 are green. Again, we're looking, went too far. We're looking for the question in particular to pay attention to. So here it says what fraction below is not shaded. And I can tell you that if you don't read carefully, you would probably give me a numerator of 2 because 2 pops out as what's shaded. But here we're looking for not shaded. So we're actually looking for how many are not shaded out of the total. And so not shaded would be 1, 2, 3, 4 are not shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. So my final answer, the fraction that's not shaded, would be 4/6. As opposed to this one. This one, if we read it carefully, it's asking us for what fraction is shaded. So for this one, I'm looking for how many are shaded out of the total. So I have only 2 shaded here. That's how many I'm looking at. But then the total number that make up the whole, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so the fraction that's shaded is 2 out of 8, and we would say that 2/8. Again, we have to just make sure that we're reading super carefully. We can't ever assume anything, and in the activity you're about to do, you will be guaranteed to get the wrong answer if you don't read carefully. So here we're looking for the fraction that is not shaded. So we're looking for how many are not shaded out of the total number. So not shaded would be the white ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are not shaded out of the total number of pieces that make up the whole shape. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the fraction that's not shaded is right here. 7 out of 16, we would say that as 7/16. So what you're going to do is you're going to practice. And again, our main goal is going to be reading each question super carefully so you know what we're actually looking for. You are going to go right back to Google Classroom where you found this video, and right underneath the link for this video you're going to see a link for a fraction quizzes. I think it's 14 questions. You need to make sure that you read the directions on the rotations. If you don't get a certain percentage correct, I'm going to make you redo it. I think the percentage is 85%. But look carefully at it. I don't remember off the top of my head. If you don't get an 85% or higher, you're going to need to retake the quizzes right away. When you finish, if you did score higher than that, you can read the description of the rotations. It would just be taking out a book and reading quietly. you'd be done with your Chromebook for today. So again, the main goal here, guys, is reading the question carefully. One quick thing is when you see the fractions, because it's done on the computer, it's done kind of with the lazy man. Remember that if I was going to write the fraction 3/5, I would write it like this with the numerator on top and the denominator on the bottom. The lazy man computer way of doing this would be 3/5. So the number to the left over here would be the numerator, and this would be the denominator. So just remember, 1/2 would look like this. The lazy man's way, it's going to be 1/2. That means the same thing. So good luck and enjoy.